Please welcome Koka.
Ever since I could remember, I stuttered. When I was younger, I would get picked on about it, and I would sit there as if I were a church mouse, not saying a thing. One day, the teacher picked on me to read aloud to the class, and that one word would jump off of my tongue like a skydiver afraid of heights, BB, because the whole class started to laugh. I put my head down and tried to tune them out, but even when the laughter was over, I could still hear them giggling as if it was echoing off the walls over and over again. I continued to cry like when Niagara Falls, my tears, the water, making my navy blue uniform pants damp on my right thigh. As I got older, I started to stick up for myself. If anyone would pick on me, my fist would go across their face so fast it wouldn't make any sense. But despite all the fighting, mocking, and arguing, teachers said one thing: sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you. But how? How would this be true if words hurt me? How would this be true if kids as young as 8 are dreaming of suicide as some type of gateway to achieve being truly happy? How would this be true when middle schoolers are cutting their wrists to drain themselves of the worthlessness that those words make them feel? I'll take broken bones over being taunted, drowned in a sea full of you're worth nothing, with no life preserver being thrown to save my lungs from being filled with just another disappointment. I'll even take broken bones over being happy. Because when you're happy, there's always that one person to drag you deeper into the quicksand you were almost out of, and that's why I questioned myself. I wondered if I could ever be happy. I wondered if I could ever speak without the word struggling to get between my teeth. I wondered if I could ever be that little girl singing her ABCs without A, B, or C being repeated more times than requested. But then, one day, I stopped wondering. And I discovered that I'm amazing, I'm beautiful, I'm actually worth something. I discovered that I'm the most awesome broken record that I know. Thank you guys. I am TspxKoka. The TSP stands for The Stuttering Poet. Poetry is my speech therapy. Thank you. That first piece was called Broken Record. I wrote that 12 years ago when I was 13. This next poem is called Digestible. After almost every poem I present, this statement is presented to me. But you don't stutter. This sometimes leaves me feeling away, understanding you didn't witness the practice. Hours rehearsing pieces until my lungs turned none, breath gone as I struggled to get through sentences I scripted. My impediment is an evidence since I work to make myself digestible for you. Understanding if I stuttered through these stanzas, you wouldn't sit through it, tune out, not get the message intertwined between my lines plus impediment. Sometimes people look at me away. Expect me to stutter on command like my neurological hiccup has a button. That I must be lying, since I don't sound like the people that you would pick on in school. I've outgrown it for the most part, so people ask me, well, why would you change your name? Since you only see the surface, let me show you the soil this grew from. From family thinking something mentally was wrong with me, to people thinking I'm lying when I speak, having to endure some verbal pain because we know how kids be, to recycling through speech therapists, they really truly cared about me. Getting low scores, judges couldn't juggle through my speech. I used to feel cursed. Ask God why me? Now I know it's part of my purpose, so I wear it loudly. For all the youth that inhabits an impediment, know that you are worthy of patience and being heard. Don't silence your opinion because people won't listen. Communication will help you maneuver around these words. So my name, I'm never changing. The Stuttering Poet. Yes, I get frustrated with self, but I'm glad that I've come such a long way. I hope this piece helps you peek into pieces of me. But before I finish this poem, I have a question for you. If I did stutter throughout this piece, would you even make half the effort to listen to me? Thank you. That poem was called Digestible. So, as I said, I'm also known as Koka. Yeah. These are some of the coquettes. I have more people, but these are some of the coquettes. This next song here, I have is called Spiraling. And y'all are going to love it. Feels like I'm. It feels like I'm. It feels like I'm. 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 Feels like. Feels like it. Feels like. Feels like I'm. Feels like I'm. Feels like I'm. Feels like I'm spiraling in and out of reality. Don't want to be here with me, but I don't want to leave. Have to be aware of who fear brings, but it makes itself known as I've grown. I thought it was gone. Energy just transforms. I don't love how I used to. Past me is gone. Guess I have to transmute too. A higher me. Information brings anxiety in this messed up society. Feels like the big eye is eyeing me. Honestly, faith is hard when the fire burn hot as fuck. And when it's cold, it's hard for me to warm up to these people. I witness the evil. Keep my core anonymous. Keep my layers stiff like I'm cozy. Keep the combo slim, they don't know me. Tough for me to trust, that's the issue. I done shed some tears, was a tissue. Look myself in the soul at the mirror. Like God, I'm a bitch you at times. Blue with no clue. This like work ain't like work, but shells working too. I've been thinking and thinking. Can't hear my surroundings. Feelings can't fit in these stanzas. A poet like Maya, but my name is Kaya. Heaven sent me, know my purpose, love the mission. Hate only comes from the opposition. Envy a disease, love itself is the prescription. Until you get well, stay away from me. I've been complaining about the moment, but I need to give thanks. Intrusive thoughts rob me of peace. Meditation for clarity, not feeling clear in me. Though I'm not as blind as before. New vision help me achieve new doors. Will I open them? Will I open them aimlessly, anxiously, or faithfully? The unknowns absorb me, and it feels like I'm, feels like I'm, feels like I'm, feels like I'm, it feels like I'm, 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 spiraling, 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 it feels like I'm, 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 feels like I'm. Faith is hard when the fire burn hot as fuck. And when it's cold, it's hard for me to warm up to these people. I witness the, keep my core anonymous, keep my layers thick like I'm cozy. Keep the combo slim, they don't know me. Tough for me to trust, that's the issue. I done shed some tears with the tissue. Look myself in the soul, at the, look myself in the soul, look myself. Spiral. Did y'all like that? Yeah. Thank you so much. This next poem I have is about my mother. She's in Virginia right now. This poem is called My Mother Never Taught Me How to Cook. I know how to cook though, not too much. I know how to cook. My mother never taught me how to cook. She taught me some things like noodles, cereal, breakfast, but never really a full course meal. You see, if you know my mother, she isn't like the others. Her parenting is, let's say, unique. My mother taught me how to be, unapologetically me. Watching this black woman sing country music like a church song, standing her ground on not celebrating holidays that was birthed by paganism. Even when people called her crazy and claimed she was brainwashing her baby, she never batted an eye. No one going against the norm would cause a storm, remaining calm. My mother taught me a form of patience. Never cracking a belt against my body. Understanding that I was still learning, that she was my teacher, my leader. My mother understood she couldn't beat the sense into me while beating the sense out of me. My mother taught me to think outside the box so I wouldn't get stuck in it. trapped in this mental enslavement, never leaving the pavement, the concrete, these streets. My mother showed me that you can be raised into it, but still rise out of it. However, never abandon this broken city we call home. It can and will be repaired. My mother showed me faith, wisdom, love, blackness, but she didn't teach me how to cook. But she didn't have to, because she taught me. And she taught me well. Thank you. That was my mother, never taught me how to cook. Also, y'all see this book that I'm reading out of that I'm getting everything together with. I have a book called Broken Record, named after my first poem. So if you want to get some, hit me up. I got you. Only $10, only $10. And I'm going to give a quick little shout out before we move on to this next song. To my band, we have Roysha on the keys. Shout out to Roy, shout out to Roy. And we have Koka on the saxophone. Yeah. Yes, they're amazing. This next song is called Time. I wrote this because I felt like I was running out of time. I was like 22, I'm 25 now. You can never run out of time. So that's what this song's about. Koka. I'm running out of time, but it's relative. Ticket on the clock, where the time go? I've been moving fast and I move slow. Visions in my head, I can't let go. I'm not in the snow, yeah, I feel Frosiana with my dreams, I can't let go. I've been feeling low, feeling negative, writing out my flows, being sedative. I've been feeling numb, yeah, I'm sensitive. Shit, feeling dumb, up I never. Time I wasted, maybe not, it was on my side. Like Zuri said, I can't slack on shit, but yet I do. Am I hypocrite crown on my head, queen of procrastination? Off the throne, dreams is destination. Comfortable, what is going adjacent? Lateral up my destiny. See, I'm running out of time, but it's relative. Ticket on the clock, where the time go? I've been moving fast and I move slow. Visions in my head, I can't let go. I'm in the snow, yeah, I feel Frosiana with my dreams, I can't let go. I've been feeling numb, feeling negative, writing out my flows, been a sedative. I've been feeling low, but I'm sensitive. Shit, feeling dumb, up I never. They say time be precious, appreciate it. I've been running so long, I'm done chasing. Don't need to go by others, be solo racing. Dreams will gravitate to me, I'll have patience. Don't know the day, but I know there's a day when I will see all of my dreams but awaken. These songs just affirm to me that I'll make it. I got my mind and my time, so I'll take it. I'm not running out of time, cause it's relative. Ticket on the clock, where the time go? I've been moving fast and I move slow. Visions in my head, I can't let it go. I'm in the snow, yeah, I feel Frosiana with my dreams, I can't let go. I've been feeling up, feeling negative. Writing down my flows, been a sedative. I've been feeling numb, yeah, I'm sensitive. Shit, feeling dumb, up I never. Time. That song is called Time. So, since I found out that this is a fundraiser for a school, specifically for kids or students that are affected by incarceration. When I was younger, my father, he was in jail. He, of course, turned his life around now, so I can definitely relate to that. So, of course, support the school, support these kids, man. And this next poem I wrote when I was in high school, there was a 2-week period where kids in my school and other schools, they were just dying from violence, from accidents, and it was just a lot to take in as a 16-year-old. So I wrote this poem called Empty Seats. Imani McCray, here. Andre Roots, here. Jeremiah Jones, here. David Woods. Silence. Broken by none but the substitute teacher repeating the name as if it was written on the roster 2 more times, all of our eyes hypnotized by the seat. One of the few empty seats in the room, the sub jokes about his absence, snapping us out of it. She didn't know that his presence was permanently put on pause by that pistol over the weekend, that Halloween's treat was a trick by some guys he was with and his mother trusted. That's another minute added to the morning moment of silence. That's the third one these past few weeks. A killing. It's chilling that it's normal now. Knowing how someone that took so long to get on this earth can be gone so quickly. 9 months drained into the shower his mother cries into. Basketball just isn't the same for his brother. His sister is 5 years old. That's enough to remember, but still young enough to forget. The announcements, come on. The voice isn't screaming Happy Monday or giving us a quote on why attendance is important. You can hear her heart breaking leading up to his announcement. You see, in this building we learned to understand what authors mean in their literature, but his eulogy was the toughest concept to grasp, the hardest piece of work to understand. Now, I can't tell you what his author meant, but I know he didn't deserve this empty seat. She didn't deserve this empty seat. Nobody deserves an empty seat. A pencil never borrowed, an assignment never done, a name called with no response, a father weak to his knees begging please to the Lord, his son too soon to be gone but too late to get back. I barely knew you, but my heart dropped that night. You see, I was lying on my side. Scrolling on my phone to see more than just a few pictures of you, but it wasn't your birthday, so this was reality in the worst way. You were gone. Security holding back tears, principals crying, teachers stopping their lessons to give us one on life, one more memory, one empty seat, one cold case, because people refuse to be labeled as snitch, as if the stitches they'll get are more important than the justice that you deserve. I just hope the cycle doesn't repeat for the next empty seat. Thank you. This next piece I had, this is actually a new poem. This is my first time performing it. This next piece, so feel special. And I can't sing, but I love musicals. And I have Courage. Give it up for Courage. She will be singing for me. Have y'all seen Chicago? Y'all seen Chicago? In fact, nobody ever, thank you. In fact, nobody seen Chicago. Yes, a real one back there. But yes, this is inspired by this piece in Chicago called Mrs.Cellophane. I've always loved this song, and I turned it into my I guess rendition of what the song means to me. So let's begin. Cellophane, Mrs. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mrs. Cellophane. You can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Daydreaming my habits since a kid, in class, eyes straight ahead, voice silent, mind elsewhere. The teacher hasn't noticed. I haven't taken notes since slide 4. A friend catches me up. This boy in our English class can't stay up. He tells us he has ADHD. The side effects make him sleep. He explains his neurodivergency. Similarities I see, not wanting that to be me, I don't speak. Years pass, more information passes me. ADHD tricks differ between boys and girls. Black children often underdiagnosed. Me, being both black and woman, this conjunction created a cloak I didn't know I was wearing. If a boy is overactive and in need, you'll notice him. If he's white, then it'll be caught early. You notice him. My quirks perceived as personality. Told I'm attention seeking for talking too much. Procrastination perpetually in my pastime. Labeling myself as lazy. Disorganization just a character flaw. Told I need to apply myself more. These invisible waves weigh me down like low frequencies. Frequently failing to free me from my mind. I chalked it up as it's just what I do. Shaking my leg is just what I do. Rocking back and forth, left and right is just what I do. Fantasizing situations, mid-conversation. Focusing on the last few words spewed is just what I do. Starting a task in one room and then another, leaving both unfinished. Nothing being done is just what I do. This reasoning begins to exhaust me. I've learned that late diagnosis is common amongst women. Oddly enough, even that fails to convey comfort. What if nothing shows? My brain neurotypical, and that's just who I be. What if the doctor perceives women mental needs incorrectly? Misdiagnoses to control women shows throughout history. 1940s through 50s, women were 75% more likely to receive lobotomies for anxiety. A doctor told my mom her heart palpitations were her imagination. These truths make me not want to see it through. I survived being see-through. Survived being a black girl standing under the umbrella term weird. Survived by perceiving myself as just different. I no longer want to be covered by cloak. I want to be seen. Understand each layer of me. My ambition to gain diagnoses spikes, then drains. Will I ever truly know what's going on in my brain, or will I maintain being cellophane? Cellophane, Mrs. Cellophane, should have been my name. Mrs. Cellophane, you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Never even know. Give it up for TspxKoka. One more poem and one more song, and then I am out of your hair follicles. This next poem is called Bird Spikes. Picking from culture like carcass, still in scraps since they be seeds to a fruitful future seed. You foresee what you can do with this seemingly dead meat necromancer, succeeding from biting black magic, leaving leftovers spilled, grow killed, and call it a bad phase like rebellious teens when standing where wish to be. This tale older than old English, so I bite my thumb at the pattern I peep. Using hip-hop to pop in this country, Post Malone. Climbing to the other side, using rap as stepping stone, Miley Cyrus. Very few respect the culture like Eminem, faking like environment was shady, fun, slim, reality. It was a sweet life for Zach and Cody, and our culture is not a hotel. Contrary to stereotypes, I think my people are too nice. Making company too comfortable, and now they're trying to gentrify or take what's one and claim it as theirs, colonize. And in the colony's eyes, culture's meant to be shared, and I agree that's true, but when too much honey's being taken from the hive causing our demise, what's a bee to do? Black Americans have no culture, all they do is complain. A statement that's been buzzing. We get called akata, nigger, monkey, more yet. Our style, hair, music, slang, blank is adored. Everything we do is uniquely tasteful, been bits off of since before ancestors' soul stepped on this shore. The delectable Negro. My people been palatable, been consumed. People portray that they hate blackness, yet they ain't blackness. Pushing us to the side only made us infinite. You hate me because you ain't me, so you eat off of me. Colonizers' offspring do the same thing. They just fit it in different ways. I guess it's in their genes. I'm not extreme or naive. I know appreciation is a thing, but there's a fine line that's crossed at all times, and I have the right to explore because this culture is mine. Willful ignorance heads my peeves. People will make tacos, admit it's Mexican food, get Chinese tattoos, knowing the origins of that too. But we'll get cornrows, call them boxer braids, get box braids, call them Viking, use certain words and call it internet slang, but really it's just ebonics. It seems like when it comes to Black American made things, everyone's confused, obtuse. Conversation turns circus, they jump through hoops. Hence our increasing gatekeeping. I think we need sharp structure, like bird spikes, preventing vultures from coming in and consuming our blood, bones, sweat, tears, taking everything as if we were never here, out of sight, out of mind, right? And you're out of your right mind, lacking foresight on how the cultures decline. Let's keep an eagle eye out on the vultures, shooting appropriation down like a poacher. Thank you. That poem was called Bird Spikes. And this is the last one I have for you guys. It's called Anticipation. And we're gonna have some fun. When I say Koka, can y'all say Koka? We're gonna try it. Koka, 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 Koka. Okay, thank ya. Anticipating, not waiting, creating, meeting with greatness. She's multiplying like great in future is blunt. No, I'ma face it. Working like today, not working day shift. Brushing bullshit off, don't care about that shit. It's temporary, no. My dreams, not fantasy. The fans I see support to me. My art will be my way of living. Security, secure the check, but not enough to clear the debt. I'm building what Gorilla said. Feeling blessed, tomorrow be a new day. Long as I wait, I'm closer to make these words I say, these words I lay, get me paid. I'm so fly, giving messages, U.S. Postal. Faith what I works is dead, so I do what I'm supposed to. And I lay off the socials, cause I don't care. They don't care what I post to. Do they care about Koka? Shit, I do. Stay in my own lane because I know where I'ma drop to. Know where I'ma get anticipating like a drop through. Future supernova even when I'm feeling grapple. Mind it be so cluttered, times it's hard for me to grapple. Since I found my purpose, existence been at an angle. Moments been hard to handle, but I catch myself nicely. Moving swiftly, not dicey, not gambling. What my life be, my show with me. Where I could be each day, I'm getting closer to doing what my heart posted. That expectation just floating, anticipating. Anticipating, I waiting, curating, meeting with greatness. Most of future is blunt, no, I'ma face it, face it, face it, face it. No, I'ma face it, face it, face it, face it. Anticipating, I waiting, curating, meeting with greatness. She's multiplying like great and future is. No, I'ma face it, face it, face it, face it. No, I'm Koka, 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 K-O-K-A, K-O-K-A, K-O-K. Thank you guys so much. TspxKoka. Y'all can find me on Instagram. I also vlog as well. I'm vlogging tonight. So if y'all want to see what I was doing before this, what I'm doing after this, what I'm doing right now, check out the vlog. Also, if y'all like skate parks and raves, on the 18th, I am helping host a rave, skate park rave. I have tickets. The tickets at the door is $15, but I got them for y'all for $10. So come see me if y'all want to get only $10. Thank you guys so much. Again, right? Support the school. Thank you to my band. Thank you to Courage. I love everyone.